All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome in hour number 3 of OTB. And right now, it is my pleasure, our pleasure, to be joined by Iryna Lentagini. Iryna is a astrology expert. Is that fair, Iryna? Would you say that's correct?
I would say yes.
And
hopefully.
Get up on this thing, 'cause I know these mics are a little funny. She's an astrology expert, okay? And so she is engaging in an ancient science, right? The reading of the stars. And you can apply it to various things. Today, first off, we just learned right before the segment started that Iryna has done some research on me and Jake, astrologically, okay? So we will get our breakdown of maybe what's going on in our lives right now. And then we got a little Monday Night Football night. If you're thinking about playing the game, shout out DraftKings. You should go bet on it if you want to. And maybe some of the info Iryna's going to give you today, it kind of lean you one way or another. First off, Iryna, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Give the people your story a little bit. Like, how did you get into astrology? How long have you been studying this and learning about all this?
Good morning, guys.
Good
morning, everybody. Actually, thank you so much for welcoming me. It's very important. So, yeah, I consider myself to be an author and horoscope-based content creator. Actually, I started with astrology like 12 years ago after university. My background is international economic relationships, so I'm diplomatic, first of all, but I was all my life some kind of very curious kid.
Yeah.
And, we actually maybe follow choice of our parents, and after we make our own choice.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me. I decided if I'm already into numbers, probably they're going to help me in life, and I decided to match my curiosity and my passion to life to know why universes act like this or that, and how it happens to us, why karma, does it exist or not, what's happening actually on this planet, can we influence our life or not. So I decided, why don't I study such a nice science as astrology that is based completely on math. So that's it.
It's interesting. I don't really see, and this is where I maybe expose it. I don't know much about it because I've never known that it was so closely related to numbers or to math. But I have a very open mind, okay? And so I am very intrigued to see where this is going to go, Iryna. Do you want to start with, let's start with the research that you did on us before we get to tonight's game. Okay. Start with Jake.
Ooh.
I want to see this man right here, Jake Hester. Jake, when's your birthday?
May.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
May
So
8th.
May
Taurus.
8th. What year are we looking at?
85.
85. Okay, Iryna, what?
So
what can
5'8", 85. So just flip it. Yeah.
Numerically pleasing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so you're a palindrome. Yeah.
Sure.
How about that? All right, Iryna. What can you tell us about Jake?
Jacob, you know why he's so curious about you? Because he's Aquarius. He sounded there in Aquarius. That's why he's so much communicative.
Okay.
And he wants to know everything about you.
Oh wow.
So what about you? Okay, you're 8 May, correct?
Yes.
By the way, you're the first one. Maybe it's that.
Oh, there you go. There you
So
go.
I called you lucky duck, because when I did your birth chart reading in brief, it was something very exceptional because your sun, that is like actually like the basic thing, how we that correspond to our zodiac, how we determine our zodiac. So it's in conjunction with your descending node. So it means that your past karma tax is worked out. Probably you have to be very lucky guy and attract everything that have the best things, well-being, I don't know, success in your career, in your lifestyle. Probably you're very passionate in your personal life,
Yeah.
in your career.
Checks out. That checks
Oriented
out.
things.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say those things, but we call it like this. Probably you have very big, huge, endless imagination as well, as I see, and you spiritual. And, you have a lot of down-to-earth, good quality illusions. So stability for you, it's very important. Tomorrow day, that could be, like not predictable, but actually, I'm not sure that you really love to change something in your life. You're some kind of stable
That
person.
tracks.
From the other side, very fast.
Yeah, I read
and,
that tracks.
and decisive, but very quiet. And, you know what you're doing in life. So what else? What I was saying? I know. Yeah, you have a great will. You have a great will, but for you, it's very important to be, so much guided, motivated, and feeling appreciated. And then you can make better and better and better. and you probably could be some kind of very, have a very special sense of humor. Could be even very smart and sarcastic and killing.
All right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Because that was my first morning
Yeah.
with you
I
guys.
think it's not bad, dude. Yes, I
Yeah.
think a lot of that tracks. The
Yeah.
routine, the willpower, the success definitely tracks as well
Okay.
there. All right, and Ari, just get like up on this mic because it's kind of going in and out a little bit. But okay, I guess I am up now.
This is the one I'm looking forward to.
Okay, what do the stars say about me?
Okay, what about you, and what is in common between both of you guys?
Okay, yeah,
Okay, so actually,
Perfect.
your Pluto, that is last discovered planet and very transformative and powerful one, it's in common for both of you.
Okay.
It's in Scorpio. So both of you, you love trials, you
Okay.
love transformation, you love to go for the other level, and maybe think a lot about life.
yeah.
What about you, T-Bob? That was an interesting research for me. So actually, you some kind of personalities for me as an astrologer that I see you from one side, like, some kind of very wise person since childhood. Probably you're being a kid, you're a very thoughtful, very deep, maybe sometimes from one side very, too much intellectual in your world. From the other side, you compensated being here, being that much open mind and very communicative and very, cool and humoristic. And what is interesting for you, total number for karma, Jacob, is 17 to be a star. For you, 16 to build up huge projects. You take from zero no matter what, and you can bring it to the sky. if you
Okay,
want.
wow. Okay.
That's
Hell yeah,
cool.
dude. I love this.
As well, sometimes you can do your project. For example, if you came out with some kinds of interesting idea, you can keep it in secret. So
Yeah.
you know what you're thinking. You need your time by yourself. And what else? And you have, you're a very traditional person. From one side you look like in a cool T-shirt, very, like
It is
you're
cool.
fun,
My
and
Jungle Cruise shirt.
no, and from the other side, you're some kind of person of honesty, rule, tradition inside yourself, very clean in your mind about morality.
Okay, look, man. Yeah, I feel like a lot of that tracks. Yes, I feel like I do have a kind of clear line in my head about when you maybe cross that line. How I feel about you. And then as far as the intellect goes, I don't know, right? But I have always been definitely kind of the most emotional family member and of my siblings in terms of like, I guess feeling like I used to cry when my sisters would get spanked and stuff, right? Okay, so now you've broken us down, and I'm interested again where this goes now. As far as tonight's game goes, Monday Night Football, Denver in Seattle. Russell Wilson is kind of the main piece in all of this. He is returning back home to Seattle for the first time. What can you do? Do you have stuff on Russell Wilson? Like, what can you tell us about Russell?
Oh yeah, I do stuff for everybody.
Okay, hell yeah, dude.
I feel like secret agent, By the way, just yesterday, I discovered who is Tom Brady, the main player. Actually, that's why please don't consider me to be too much, like football girl.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I like about this, though, right? Is that it is
So
a
this is
test
the
of
guy.
astrology. Yes, it
This
a
is
test
the
of
guy.
astrology.
Okay, so what about Russell Wilson? November 29, 1988. By the way, his karma tax corresponds to 0. It's a full circus.
So, what is karma tax exactly?
There is in
Layman?
numerology, when you do brief research, you can see your karma task, what you're meant to be in this life. You know that he should be very easy guy, like taking life very easy, ready for a change.
Okay.
Being flexible, to make a change in his life, going with the flow. So first, Sun conjunction Mercury in Sagittarius gives us person thinks big, loves luxury and authority, and actually he can teach others with his example very, very well. Today, he has very active Mars in areas that we all have, by the way, today, the perfect day for the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the symbol is balance, 16. So let's see how it corresponds to justice, because it's descending moon, it's retro Mercury, it's lots of things are happening today,
Okay.
and good vitality, energy. But this person's energy, it's not distributed efficiently. Probably could be that as well, because of this Neptune that sometimes gives some kind of illusions. What about another aspect, that South Node is going in conjunction with Venus? So it can be concluded, given the age of the player, that this game is his good chance to show himself one of the last times, or maybe something, I don't know, it's difficult to say, but some kind of challenging thing for him, something like new thing, but some kind of final.
Playing against the Seahawks is new.
I mean, it's a new challenge for him. It's
Never
a lot of
played
mixed
against them,
emotions
so he played
there.
for it.
You talk about thinking big. His nickname is Mr. Unlimited, at least his nickname for himself. Leading by example.
Self-imposed nickname, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. Keep
He
going.
has a
keep going.
surge of energy and a lot of enthusiasm today, and confidence, actually.
Okay, dude. It seems like it's a good day for us, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
And what else? He will get scores probably.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Okay.
And you know what? All traumas can remind of themselves. I know what that could be.
Seattle. Hello. Right. I mean, old traumas, losing the Super Bowl in the fashion that he did. Now returning home to that crowd, to that building. Okay.
And his will is to be tested, as he must respond from behind twice if he is to be victorious.
Okay. I feel like, okay, so Iryna, give me a layman's understanding here, because I feel as if it's a good day to bet on Russell Wilson. Between the Mars element, which you said is a perfect day for kind of Russell Wilson, him feeling confident, him feeling good. Like you said, being tested, returning to his old home. I feel like would you gamble on Russell Wilson to have success today?
That's a very difficult question for a woman.
Yeah.
I don't gamble at all, first of all. Second, what I wanted to mention at the beginning, actually, astrology, it's not a prediction. I know for men, it's life is very, it's all about tournaments. So it's man's energy, women's energy, it's a different thing. So what is astrology? It's reading birth potential. So actually,
Okay.
psychologist and psycho person can have the same aspect, but it could be work out in minus and plus. So that's what I wanted to mention, that it's not some kind of direct prediction, but what is happening. Because today, retro Mercury, it gives some kind of repeat for anybody, especially in case with this guy with his strong Mars.
Okay.
So probably for him, it would be some kind, like to put all his power on.
Yeah. Like a second chance? Is that what you mean by repeat?
Yeah.
Like everybody
Yeah,
gets
yeah, yeah,
kind of
that's
a
what I
second
meant.
chance at
That's
something
what I
today.
meant.
Okay, hell yeah.
But the only one thing that I see that it could be a lot of illusion could take part of that.
Okay.
So he should be maximum concentrating. I'm not advisor. It's not a good thing to give advice. It's to professionals, But anyway, that's what I see. So I just do my stuff.
Hell yeah. Well, look, Iryna, this was excellent. Bayou Fortet's absolutely loving it. Iryna Lentagini. Hopefully we'll be doing more of this. Drop Biscuit Studio, we may have some news on this in the future. But, okay, even if it's not predictive, I feel pretty good about Russie now. I'm going to go place the bet. I think
place a
after this.
bet on him, whatever
on
his
him,
totals
on props.
are.
Yes. We need to go find Russell Wilson props and make him, we'll see what ends up happening. Iryna, where can everybody find your work? Because you mentioned being an astrology content creator. What's the best way for them to find everything that you do?
You know what is cool? Because I understand that astrology is, first of all, it's a key to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So when we understand ourselves better, we could be more connected even to our intuition. Even in spite of astrology is connected to mind, because it's totally data in cipher. From the other side, I wish everybody could do astrology reading a little bit without any prediction in schools, because that could open up and guide you in life a little bit. If kid is talented, let's say for ballet dancer, why it should go into economics. So if we know each other better, even in a relationship, life is based on relationship, in business, in love, in family, everywhere. So if you know that with you I should be sweet and tender, and maybe with you I should be tough a little bit.
Oh, is that what
is
the
it
vibe
cool?
You think? Yeah. Is that what our horoscopes say though? And do I need like sweet and tender affection, and then he needs like a little bit of like tough love?
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of checks out. I do like a little sweet and tenderness. Iryna, thank you so much. This is excellent. Irene Lentagini, and
Thank
again,
you.
look for more. I think we'll have more coming up a bit later on, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll be back, or tonight. We'll be back with more Off the Bench. You got Spread Lines coming up next.
Thank you.
OTB OT. Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.